that?
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live. Supposed to be the Saturday night edition, but the Saturday night edition didn't pop off. You know, holidays are weird. But we moved that for you guys to 11 o'clock today, Sunday, whenever you're listening. But we're recording this. We're going live here on Sunday, December 22nd. Happy holidays to everybody. We still haven't figured out what, if anything, is going to be the schedule for this upcoming holiday week. Everybody's got a lot of different things going on. So we'll see if we can make something happen, but not sure yet. Regardless.
AKA, we're dads.
Yes, we're
fathers, so we got to do the fatherly thing,
and,
right?
You know, we got the holiday piece going on and all that. So I may try to get something out here for you. We'll see what happens. But regardless, we are here today to talk some sports like we always do, and show y'all love and give you all some content, because I know we got some loyal listeners and viewers who probably disappointed they didn't see us last night, but that's okay, because we're here to do what we do. And as you can see on the bottom, our main man G is back. G, what's good?
How's it going, bro?
What's going on, stupid?
Ain't shit, dummy.
You choosing to take breaks and stuff. You keep choosing the wrong time to be exiting the conversation.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
So y'all already know. You see G with the hoodie on. You know what time it is. So we are going to get to that for sure. You already know. We got a college football playoff topic, of course, and you know, I wanted to put the Notre Dame hoodie on, but I said I got to be objective out here. I got to do this the right way. So, you know, rocking for my alma mater, University of North Florida. Can't say it. There you go, UNF. So I'm rocking for them. So you know, I can do that because I went to school there. Willie Brown, what up? What up? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Willie beaming.
No doubt. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the spiel. And
there go my brother.
We're gonna come back. Oh yeah, we're gonna rock with a couple of quick hits, and then we're gonna get into the main topics, y'all. So yeah. If you're here on YouTube and you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead, click that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us that like, that 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And finally, make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, set an alarm, do whatever you got to do to remember. Saturday nights at 7 p.m. we are live here on the Format Podcast, and we'll give you the opportunity to call in, talk to us, get at me. I love it. I can't wait. And as you guys know, we've opened up memberships on the channel. So if you're so inclined, make sure you hit that button and join us, become a member. And once we start seeing that happen, we will definitely start giving you that exclusive members only content that we were working on for you. All right. But when we get to that, we'll get to that. But all right, y'all. So let's get to this last topic. Irving Magic Johnson speaks. So there's been a lot of talk lately about the state of the modern NBA, about basketball and the whole basketball culture and all that. Where's everything going? We've heard a number of, we hear some of the newer generation saying stuff. We hear, obviously the TNT crew, Charles Barkley, Kenny, and Shaq. They have things to say. We've heard a lot of legends say things recently this morning. I listened to Isaiah Thomas on Man Down Sports. Shout out Man Down Mel. Isaiah Thomas was giving his thoughts on the modern NBA. We've heard Mark Jackson talk about it. Reggie Miller, guys really close to the game, legends, so on and so forth, talking about the state of the game and different things going on. And so it really kind of, and then we see all these changes that are happening in the game. Adam Silver trying to figure out how to make the All-Star, make the All-Star game great again, right? He's trying to figure that one out. He's now finally starting to listen to the uptick in the noise, so to speak, from people complaining about the state of the modern NBA, all the threes, so on and so forth, right? And then I don't know if you guys heard it. I should have actually cut the clip, but I didn't. JJ Redick recently talking about how, I guess, he's trying to shift the blame for the decrease in ratings and say basically like, because so many of the people that are analyzing the game are criticizing it so much, and that today's players are so much more skilled and the game should be more celebrated than criticized. I'm like, yo, you just don't get it, do you? Like, I understand this is your era and you feel like you got to protect it, but come on, man. This is not a good look, man. This is just not a good look. So we see all these different things going on, excuse me. So anyway, Irvin Magic Johnson, real quick. Let me say this. Transformer, I'm gonna ask you, and then I'm gonna ask Laker Nation to put this in the chat. Who is the greatest Laker of all time?
Ooh.
To me, there are only two
Kobe. It's Magic,
choices.
It'll be Magic.
Okay, Laker Nation, who's the greatest Laker of all time? Now, I'm a little older than you, Transformer, so I say it's Magic, but I'm not mad at anyone who says Kobe, right?
Kobe, yeah.
No problem.
The more modern fans today would say Kobe. Because like I said, we didn't grow up watching Magic, right? So I witnessed Kobe win 5 championships. I wasn't able to witness any of Magic's 5 championships.
Right.
So
yeah. I caught Magic more towards the end, and then I caught him when he came back. But I mean, going back. I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
He says Kareem.
Yeah, I was about to say that Kareem. Definitely Kareem. For me, it's Kareem. Then Kobe, then Magic.
So, interesting. Laker Nation says Kareem. So why I don't say Kareem is because Kareem came over in 74. And even while he was winning multiple MVPs with the Lakers, and was arguably the best player in the league, he wasn't winning chips in LA until Magic got there. So for me, Magic is that linchpin, and that's no shot on Kareem. That's my brother and everything, and I love Kareem. I think he was incredible, but I think like we really have to, as great as Kareem was, we got to look at two things, right? So Kareem was in Milwaukee. He didn't win until Big O got there. Then he wins his chip and he goes to LA, and he didn't win until Magic was there, right? He couldn't even get to the finals. He couldn't get out of the conference until Magic got there. So
you asking us to answer an individual question in team sport, right? And so the same can be true when you look at Mike and Pittman. You look at Kobe and Shaq. He still needed Powell, right? And D Wade needed Shaq. I mean, there's a team sport, but that doesn't take away from their greatness. I say Kareem because of the hook shot, right? That's one of that's one of the big men's. Like, even to this day, that's in every big man's repertoire. He mastered shooting that shit from the 3-point line. And so that for me, and when I look at Kobe, just the way he came, all three of them was ambassadors of their time, right? Like you had to go through them to win. It just so happens Kareem and Magic, that was probably the one of the duos that probably will never be able to conquer. I mean, Bird, your Celtics, right? They
really still not. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I hear you, G, but
that is a tough question. I agree.
Yeah, I wanted to agree with G and say that there's no Celtic twosome that was as great as Kareem and Magic.
Say it again, yo. I ain't hear
you. You broke up. You broke up, Bruce.
There is no Celtic duo that is as great as Kareem and Magic.
G, are you hearing that? You hearing that feedback?
Of course not. But I'm glad he's not biased today. He pick and choose what days he want to be.
Maybe it's my headphones. I couldn't hear him.
Pick and choose what day, bro. Like today, he was 100% Notre Dame. The hollow grounds.
Absolutely.
Hollow ground, Notre Dame. And all this.
But who did I pick Notre Dame versus Georgia in the next round? Who did I pick?
You said Georgia.
I'm picking Notre Dame. That's crazy work. I'm picking Notre Dame.
Listen, I'd love to see it. I try. Anyway, the point is, I hear what you're saying about Kareem and Magic.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think that's more like that's an age question to me. You know what I mean? Like, because you ask anybody who's 35 and younger, they're gonna say Kobe.
Kobe. Like a nation, you a fool.
You know what I mean? You get into your 40s. You're talking to guys who in their 40s. Like, oh man, Magic or Kareem in this case. But man, we're all right. Like there's no wrong answer. It's just who do you prefer?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Who do you prefer? You prefer Magic, Kareem, or Kobe? Right?
Well, the wrong answer would be Kurt Rambis.
Definitely ain't Kurt.
Jeez, wow.
Right, that would be the wrong answer. But no,
ain't Kurt.
I hear you.
It ain't the logo. It ain't LeBron. It ain't
right.
It's either you either got Kobe, Kareem, or Magic.
I think
Whichever
it's
one.
Kobe or Kareem. Not Kobe or Magic. Excuse me. And I'm not mad either way you go. Like I said, for me, and this probably has to do with, again, as much as I hate it, Transformer, especially how I feel about Magic. And so I'm kind of like, so there could be some bias there. So I get it. But yeah, I'm not mad however you go with that. But anyway, the point is, the point that I'm bringing up is he was on Speak on Fox Sports 1 earlier in the week. And I think he was on there for maybe about a half an hour. So they had a really good segment. He talked about a lot of different things. So I cut up some of it. So we're going to listen to some of that, and then we'll come back and react to each portion. And I think this was a good discussion. And I think Magic clearly, obviously knows the game and everything, and he can lend some value to different things. So we'll hear about what he had to say, and then we'll come back and
knows sports.
He sure does.
He's a champion in every sport.
I think he said he's got like 12 or 15 championship rings across all of his sports.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
Because obviously he's got 6 in the league in the NBA, and he's got the Dodgers. He's got the Sparks.
Yeah. What's the other one? The hockey? Is it the hockey team?
Is it the hockey?
I think it's a hockey team that he got another one in.
Sparks.
Got the Dodgers.
Got something else, but he got a lot of chips though.
There's a lot of chips. He bought on it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Rings follow that man wherever he goes.
Yes. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's hear what Magic Johnson had to say, and we'll start off with him first, discussing the face of the league, which is something that we have also talked about ad nauseum. So let's check that out, and we'll be back.
We talk about this a lot because obviously you were the face of the NBA, and LeBron is older now, perhaps in his last year, certainly in his last years.
Right.
KD is getting older. Steph is getting older. We're in this new age of the NBA, but we don't really have a face amongst the younger players yet. Mm-hmm. Who do you see as being the face of the NBA?
Well, right now you still got to go with Steph, LeBron, KD, Kevin Durant. Then
we just won a championship.
Can I keep going? All right, go ahead. Get there. There's no one face of the NBA, man.
All right.
Giannis.
All right, Giannis.
Tatum.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, man.
I deal with this all the time.
Yeah.
Ant-Man is right there.
Well, I love him.
If Ja can clean things up, he gonna be right there. Come on now.
Yeah.
But we've named a lot of faces.
I think the NBA
is there a face?
Well, the problem is, Joy, you got to win championships, and those guys are the old heads or the OGs have won the championships.
Yeah.
Right.
So until Anthony Edwards win, Tatum just won. But I think that Boston, it's so funny when you play for the Lakers and the Celtics, it's like the franchise instead of the players.
So let me say this, Transformer, you're 100% right. And when we got back, the first thing I was going to say was, I love Paul Pierce. He's my dude, the truth, legit. You don't want to chip in green.
He needed it.
But he know good and damn well he lying. Tatum ain't nowhere near the face of the league.
Not
Come
close.
on, man.
He's not even the face of his team.
Right. You got to. Come on. You know better. He's
just
not.
won a chip. He didn't win Finals MVP though, Paul.
No,
Who got Finals MVP?
Can we stop that though? Can we stop? He could have. Let's not act like
you're not the face. You ain't the face.
No, he's absolutely not. First of all, he shouldn't be in no face discussion for face of the league. And I said that a while ago. First of all, he has no personality. He can ball, but he's got no personality. Yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting off tops. Like Paul Pierce, he had he's
no green in there, man.
He's a Celtic Hall of Famer, and he's a Hall of Famer. So,
yeah.
What'd you say, Edward Jackson? What matters? You said it matters, and I know that. What matters, man? Let me know.
I think he's got the Finals MVP.
Oh, okay. I got you. Facts. G, man, why don't we start off, man? What did you think first about Magic's commentary about the face of the league? And who do you think it is? I don't know if I've ever asked you that. Like,
it has to be Steph. it has to be Steph.
Yeah, I see that.
Who else could it be? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, nobody wants it right now.
Well,
I don't think
right.
Nobody
look
wants
at how
it.
many threes they shooting now, and the fact that they're going after coaches that shoot the three, that was known to shoot the three. Like
That's a great point.
That's like, I don't know, bro. Like it has to be Steph at this point, right? Just because of his performance, not only his performance in the Olympics, but just his record. Like this is his first Olympics, right? Right? He just went in and
That
killed.
was his first one.
This is his first one.
Yeah, just went in there, and we know he didn't get MVP, but we know that he was the most valuable player at a certain time of the game when the team needed.
Correct.
It was evident. We saw that. Was it like a 12 point, 15 point? Yeah, like 30 that game. But
we watched him do it. I'm with you.
yeah, against 7-footers, like, and he's just making this shit look. Granted, these are all plumbers and forklift drivers and stuff. No disrespect,
Right,
but
right.
you know, they all play. They don't play in the NBA. Most of them didn't play in the NBA. I'll say that. And so, but yeah, he's been holding it down for a long time, and you cannot not like you can't just not be the face, right?
Yeah.
So Tyler, great question. And I was about to say, yes, it's got to be part of the discussion because that tells you who fans are thinking about. Then I said, wait a minute. Nah, Bronny James is leading the league in jersey sales. So no, we don't.
Is he?
I
know he has a lot, but I don't think he's leading them.
Oh, is he not leading anymore? At one point he was. He sold like 500,000 jerseys, like, and he did it fast too.
I think it's still Steph.
Okay.
That's as of January. I'm trying to get more recent.
Okay.
As of September, it was no. That's not right. He led the Lakers in the most popular jersey.
Okay. Because I remember he sold a ton, and I was like, wait a minute, why? I think we were all on the show, and I was like, yo, why would you buy the jersey of a guy who can't really play?
Okay, so Tyler says he overtook Steph and Bron recently. It was on First Take. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just fashion, though. It ain't like it used to be.
Right.
It used to be if you wore jerseys because you played basketball, and that's what you wanted to wear. Now it's like,
right.
I don't know. I have no idea, bro. I don't know what's going on right now in this world. None of it makes sense.
No, it really doesn't. All right. Okay, so Transformer, your thoughts on the face of the league. That what do you think of what Magic had to say?
He's right. I mean, right now, the league is more international. We have so many more international stars in the league now that they come here not wanting that attention. It seems like Jokic, Nikola Jokic, he don't care. The man won the finals and he wants to go back home. Yeah, like I don't want to do no promos. I don't want to be in no commercials.
Right.
You look at Giannis; he's more like a kid. He has like a kid mentality, like he's fun, stuff like that. But he doesn't, want that mantle. Joel Embiid, another international guy, he doesn't want it, right?
I think Embiid does want it. He just can't get it. I think he wants it. He just can't get it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the next up-and-comers. Luka Doncic. They're trying, but it's that international piece where nobody's really just taking it. Like I'm the guy. We're gonna go through me. The league is now gonna go through whatever I do. And I'm gonna get a spotlight. So I think it's without a shadow of a doubt Steph Curry. He's still the baby face of the league. The man can't do no wrong. The man went 0 for 9 the other day, and it was talked about a little bit, and they moved on.
That's true.
They was like, "Nah,
you're right.
We're gonna sweep that under the rug." He only had 2 points. He made no field goals at all, and they was just like, "I'm gonna sweep that."
Is it sweeping under the rug?
About if he made over 7,000, I'm exaggerating. Yeah, made over 7,000 threes, and you missed 9 of them motherfuckers. Like,
right,
nah.
Right. And I'm like, is it really sweeping under the rug when he's not a look at me guy? Like the reason people are going get on LeBron the way they do, and this is not to let him co-opt the discussion, but the reason people respond to him the way they do is because he's always looking for the camera. Everything he does, look at me, look at me, look at me. Okay, cool. Well, we can't just look at the good side of you. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thought. I could be wrong, but that's my thought.
I think the face of the league is weird as shit too, right? Because there's players that's a lot better than Steph. Let's be honest. There's players in the league. There's some dogs in this league. But because of politics or whatever, they can never be the face of the league just because they don't look the part, they don't act the part. But they play so well that there's no way that they cannot like have a spotlight. Just not the face of the league. And the person I'm thinking about is Kyrie. I think Kyrie, when it comes to guard play, he's one of the best guards to play the game at our time. When it comes to shooting the ball, Steph is definitely one of the best to shoot. Well, is the best to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So that was the first thing Magic talked about. All right. Next up, I thought this was kind of cool and it made some sense to me as well. So this is Magic talking about his interaction with the younger guys. So let's check this out. We'll come back.
This is a joy for me because this was my little brother. You know, UCLA pickup games. Right. We smacked him around. I used to call phantom fouls on him to win the game.
And you have the juice to say
I done told this story 1,000 times. I done told this story 1,000 times, Joy. I'm guarding Magic. It's 6-6. Game on the line. I'm guarding him. And I know what he gonna do. He gonna back me down, go to his hook. Boom. So he backed me down. He go to his hook. I jump. It hit front rim. We get the rebound, throw it ahead, score. We get the game. We jump. Yeah, we got her. Magic turn around, look back, say, nah, you know that. That was a foul.
Let the young fella just get a win like that. Hey, you know better than that.
Next play down, they throw it to him. Hook again, he hit it, game over.
But you know what I was teaching them? And Reggie Miller, same thing. I was teaching them that it wasn't going to be easy.
Right.
And this is what's going to happen in the NBA.
So, yeah, he was cheating them. But I like the fact that, and I guess this was the mentality of maybe a bygone era, is that he's showing these guys, you're not just going to get it like that. You're not just going to walk in here and get it just like that. The NBA is hard, and you got to do everything it takes to win. And I'm not just going to give it to you. And I think that speaks to me, the mentality of entitlement that we see, not just in the NBA, but I think among the younger generation on the whole in society. But obviously, he was speaking specifically about the NBA and basketball there. What do you guys think about, him saying that? Like, okay, I get that he cheated, but his whole point was, I'm teaching you guys that you got to go above and beyond to win, and winning is the most important thing. What are your thoughts? G, we'll start with you.
Really don't know how to take that, man. Like, I get it. I guess he's kind of like one of those things where he was caught up in the moment, right? But Magic sometimes be going on a tangent, bro. Like, there was no points being made there to anybody. Oh, yeah, I cheated by doing this, but, now I'm putting the wrong perception out and oh, yeah, play dirty. That could be perceived as play dirty if you have to do that to win. Granted, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying was a term coined in the military, but there's no place for that in the mainstream media, man. Like, I think you need to keep it PG. Don't be teaching these kids. Kids are still looking up to your old ass. Don't be out here telling them, oh yeah, go cheat. Go play dirty. Get somebody hurt, something like that, man. So, I don't know, bro.
That's definitely
we all hack, bro. We all hack. Everybody hack. Yeah.
That's definitely, I didn't even think about it that way. That I'm glad you gave me that. I didn't think about it that way at all. That was a good perspective that I didn't expect. I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Transform.
Yeah, I'm with G on that one. I mean, I really didn't. The question was kind of off a little bit. But if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I don't.
At the same time,
as soon as he said that, I'm like, hey, bro, shit, that's definitely us military, but man, we got to pass the exam, man. So you better Google that. Grizzly, that bug.
You're right.
The fight is on the field, man, not on this freaking computer screen.
That's you know what? That made me think about Drill Sergeant Riley. G, a go is a go. Man, you're right. I didn't even think about it that way, fellas. Honestly, I was looking at it more from the perspective of just letting guys know, like, everything ain't going to just be easy and handed it to you in life. Like, you really got to go get it. And I think I was looking at it from that perspective. But yeah, I appreciate it. I hadn't even thought about it that way. That's good.
You're welcome.
And here's the last one. He's talking about today's game and some of the issues in today's game. So let's hear about that, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap it up.
What's happened to the rivalries in today's game? Like, I mean,
they don't hate each other.
That's
they don't like. See, I hated Larry and every Celtic. I really don't like you, but you my little brother. Now I love you because you out of that green and white.
Right. Well, he out of that green and white. Right. Yeah.
But
somewhat.
That's what it was, right? You the Celtics, Lakers hate each other, disliked each other. So it made for great TV and people tuning in. And now with, I don't know if it's AAU, I don't know what it is. Now everybody's shaking each other's hand. Everybody like each other, won't go at each other like really hard. Even that's what happened to the All-Star game, see?
Yeah.
See, the All-Star
carried into the All-Star game. Right there.
See, we hated the East.
Right.
I'm coming to bust you.
Right.
Michael, Isaiah, Dr. J. You can't have one over me. See, I'm coming to get that. Now,
see, Magic, this is what I
let
said.
them score 200 to 200. What is that?
This is what I say. In your area, that's how, when I played, we was forced to play because Cole was going to force you to play.
That's right.
Like, you don't come out here lollygagging because he coming hard. It got to come from the top.
Yep.
It got to come from LeBron saying, hey, we going to take this serious. From KD saying, hey. From Steph saying, hey. That's where it's got to come from.
Well, I knew Larry Bird was coming for me.
Right.
You see?
That's it.
And if we line it up now.
Right.
He put on that green, I put on that purple.
Yeah, he ain't playing. You ain't playing.
Come on, man.
Right.
And that's what it's got to get back to that.
Yeah.
And it's a reason why the number of viewerships are going down. And these guys better wake up and say, hey, man, we got to change this. And also, load management. The guys got to play.
They got to play. They got to play. We took pride in playing.
Yes.
82 games. Like, I wanted to.
Yes.
Toe hurting, knee, ear, finger. Like, I still want to be. I'm out there.
Yo, I love how Magic opened that up. I hated Larry. I hated those guys. I hated you till you took that green off. And he's talking to Paul Pierce right there on the desk. And, like, that's real. And, people like to point to, everybody try to romanticize the hatred back then. Magic and Isaiah would kiss on the cheek before the game started. All right, okay, fine. But once that game started, them dudes was trying to kill each other, right? So Isaiah even said, like, as tight as they were, once that game started, he came down the lane and Magic put him on his butt. Like, nah, we might be cool. We'd be cool after the game. Right now, you're not going to keep me from getting my ultimate desire, and that's winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think I definitely agree with that. What he was saying about the lack of animus, but I think technology is a big part of that. Obviously, social media now, right? Because and I think you probably might have been the one to say this, Transformer. Guys grow up knowing each other, right? So we could live across the country. I follow your Instagram. Damn, son, you nice, man. And we get cool over that. And then maybe we play AAU together. We all America team together, and we cool. But I just think, though, to Magic's point back then, the mentality was, even if we cool, I still want to beat you. I still want to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Because remember, he just finished saying, I can't let y'all have one up on me. And Magic will tell you his idol growing up was Dr. J. And, Magic, he wanted to call himself Dr. J, Irvin Johnson, but he couldn't because Dr. J was taken, right? But he said he had the Magic Johnson, the Dr. J poster in his room and all that. That was his idol. But when it come down to it, hey, we got to beat you when we on this floor. So, like, I don't think that being friends off the court should stop you from competing, right? The other thing he brought up, load management. I'm like, you can't really. I reached out to Rick Bucher about this. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying, I don't think it's anything. So I reached out to him and I asked him, and he told me it's not the players. The vast majority of the time, it's the organizations forcing load management on the players. because their training team and they're all that. They're the ones that are telling guys like, we only want you to play a certain amount of time, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So, like, we want to blame it on players, but a lot of times they're being forced to sit by the organization, which is weird to me because I would think if you're one of the main players on the team, like, they can't tell you to sit. You know, like, nah, think about it. Do you really think anybody could tell LeBron sit if he wants to play? No. And now everyone doesn't have the power LeBron has. I understand that. But the general premise, right? If you're the guy on your team, like, I can't imagine them telling you sit if you want to play. Go play, you know? And the last thing I'll say is, for me, one of the ways you can bring back that animosity is bring back physical defense. Start allowing it again. Because if guys start getting hit, they're going to like each other a little less. And they're going to know when they get on the floor, like, this is no joke. So they're going to go harder against one another. Pause, right? If I come down the lane and you crack me, you give me a good hard foul, I got to go to the line. I'm not looking at you quite the same, at least not while we're playing against one another, right? So now when you come down, you know, I'm trying to go at you. I'm trying to lock you up, maybe give you that little extra elbow or, you know, whatever it may be. I'm trying to cook you on the other side. So, like, that's one of the biggest things that can help really change the mentality is bringing back more physical defense. I think I saw with G last time, Transformer. You go ahead, man. I know I said a lot, but
I mean, yeah. The WNBA is doing what the NBA should be doing.
Correct.
That's what they're doing. They're creating that narrative. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, rivalry. Make it happen. It started in college, right?
Yeah.
Make like that bread earlier before you got here. But I'm pretty sure they pushing that college basketball, like, hey, make that a big deal. Let's make that a big deal, right? Because now when they get to the league, now that drama is there, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's going to pick that viewership up even more. Nowadays we're not seeing that. Like you said, AAU, they're playing together. They're playing together in high school. Then they're coming to college. There's no true rivalry in college basketball when it comes to the men, to the boys. I mean, young men. There we go. The young men in college basketball. There's no rivalry. So when they get to the league, it happens at the draft. They all hugged up, cool, hanging out. Blah, 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 man, we made it to the league, man. I can't wait to play against you. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. There's no true, like, bruh, nah, you over there. Nah, stay over there. I'm about to get drafted to the Lakers. Oh, man, you a Celtic now? Nah, bro, we got problems. Every time I see you, we got
on
problems.
site.
So, yeah, it's on site.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no true development of a rivalry thanks to those, how it happens at the high school level into the collegiate level. Like, y'all already played on the same team multiple times before. All these basketball camps, LeBron James and Kevin Durant, just, you know, showing those throwback photos of them hosting camps, and you got Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, all them boys together. They already linked up, you know, and they're 16, 17, 18 years old. Then they get to college to do the same. So when they get to the league, it's like, hey, bro, remember when we played, you know, AAU? Hey, you remember we did this and did that? So there's a lot of story. There's a lot of history. They didn't have that coming up when Magic came up. You know what I mean? So the Indiana, who was Magic's team? Michigan, the Indiana-Michigan games, like, nah, they were neck and neck. Like, they didn't see each other. You know, there was no AAU. There's no camaraderie until I beat your behind on that court. Did we get drafted? Oh, man, now we get drafted to the biggest rivalry in the game, right? There's a clash. There's a fight. You know, there's always that fight mentality, fight or flight mentality. It's just not bred anymore, man. The one and done culture, I agree with Tyler on that one. That one and done culture produces TikTokers, not competitors. Absolutely. Everything social media driven. How do you build your brand? You link up, you collab, right? All these talk shows, you listen to these podcasts. Like in the NFL, freaking, they're having rivalry players during the season come on my podcast. Like, bro, I want to talk to you.
I know, right?
I want to talk to you.
We
like,
talk after the season is over, after I gave you that work.
We just played each other. Like, no, bro, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? So after the season, okay, cool. After the season, or when your career is over, like, okay, hey, man, bro, we have some battles, bro. Salute to you, bro. I love playing against you. You brought that fire out of me every time we played. So this one, the stories become more effective, more approachable to, you know, today's audience. But now we're looking at it, man, you know, my rivalry players joining up, you're doing commercials and stuff together. Like, it's just different, man. It's so different. But
well, what I will say real quick to your point, what was it? Summer of '84 or maybe '85. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird did that Converse commercial together in Indiana, and that's where they kind of gained a little more respect, and the ice started to thaw a little bit. And even before that, I want to say it was either 1977. They played on a U.S. men's like international team together, and Magic thought they were going to be cool, but Larry's like, even while they both acknowledged the greatness of the other, Magic said, when we played him, I thought that me and Larry were going to be cool. He said Larry didn't want no part of that, and so that's how I got. I hated him, he hated me.
Yep. Didn't want to see it.
Yeah. So I totally get what you're saying, man. G, what are your thoughts on this and what Magic had to say?
I think so Magic had a lot of really good points. He put it on the future faces of the league and said it's their responsibility. But I think it still goes down to coaching, and with the culture, right? We talked about the culture as well. One and done. A lot of players not playing 4 years in college, so they're not learning how to play proper defense. So coming from overseas, you're not learning how to play proper defense, right? Like you can block shots. Okay, cool. That's God-given talent. It goes back to the franchise, right? You look at Pat Riley, what he was able to do with Miami, right?
Yeah.
It's a story about Melo and D Wade, and Melo thought that D Wade had a problem with him, but he was like, "Nah, we not allowed to talk to y'all. We not allowed to see y'all. We ain't allowed to be buddy before the game, and none of that." Like,
because Pat Riley, yup.
Yeah. So a lot of that is
yeah.
coaching and culture, man. And
Great
I don't
point.
know if the Palace and the Malice kind of changed things. In
Malice
the
and the
way of
Palace.
how Malice and the Palace. What's it? Palace and the Malice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malice and the Palace. Palace and the Malice.
Palace and the man said Palace and the Malice. I'm like, no, it's Malice and the Palace. Yeah.
Sure. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's Malice in the Palace.
Yeah.
Where did it happen? Malice was in the palace. Yeah.
Yes,
there it is. See, man, I'm so glad we got you fact checking out this. That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't finna leave you out there. Not finna leave you out there to dry, bro. I got you.
Yeah. All right. Well, where was that? Now you messed me up. All right. So, so that definitely had to play the role in this game getting softer, right? Because viewership. Nobody wanted to see people fight. Nobody wanted to see people being scrappy, playing defense. And so, how do you change that? Like, how the hell do you change that without changing the culture? It starts with these coaches, man. Like the coaches need to have the ability to sit a superstar down, right, and not get fired for it,
right?
Not lose their job for it. Like if you want them to play defense, you empower these coaches. First of all, you put coaches in places where you need them. Like you need coaches that's going to teach defense, not just an ambassador to the sport, just so he can speak, after the game and tell how he lost and what he failed to do. He bounced the ball one time. So I think a lot of it is, I say coaching, but culture and what the franchise is looking to do.
I think you're right, man. I guess it's just so hard when the money is that big, and I agree though.
And it's growing.
Yeah.
Growing.
Yeah. So if the league wanted, I mean, it sounds like that's what they want to happen, but how do you make that happen, man? Like,
And also, like another piece that we're missing too comes from your commissioner needs to be an asshole. David Stern, may he rest in peace. He was an asshole, right? Yeah. So he promoted that. Like, no, man, we're not doing this, buddy crap. Like it's right. Like we're keeping the standard. When not Donald Sterling. What's the new commissioner's name? Jesus, it's leaving me.
Adam Silver.
There you go. When Adam Silver came in, he promoted that change. Like, okay, now I want to target the younger viewers' eyes, the kids, right? Steph Curry and this amazing 3-point shooting. How can I get more of that on the television screens? How can I get more of the newer viewers' attention, right? Oh, man, the 3-point line. All right, man, we're shooting 40, 43s a game, right? So it's like it's changing a whole lot of things from the top. So we got to look at the very, very top from the commissioner. Like, hey, you have to voice that change that change too, right? Then it falls. I mean, you can talk about LeBron and Steph and like, hey man, y'all got to voice it. But I don't think Bron can do it now because he created that team up mentality, right? In the NBA, you know, with that joining forces with Dwayne Wade.
Man, he can't say
Kyrie
anything.
Irving.
Nobody gonna take that dude seriously.
But that's my point. Like, you can't.
No,
it's too late for him to say anything.
Yes,
right? Because they're gonna be like, oh man, well, you just did 20 years of going to get great players to come play with you. Like, what are you telling us for? So yeah, it's out of LeBron's hands to do something like that. It's out of Steph's hands. They went to go get KD. Right. It's like you want to team up with a dude that you just beat 4-3 in the conference finals, and then you went on and win a championship. Right. So lose that championship, excuse me. But you know what I mean? So it's kind of tough, but it got to start from the top. The commissioner needs to come out and enforce that, like, all right, y'all got to compete. Like, I want to make this more competitive.
It's hard though. I don't know how you make them. I just don't. Yeah, true. But they've acknowledged this stuff, and they said that they will be, exploring more stuff with the competition committee. But let's take a quick break here, and let's give a shout out to Nino Action Jackson with another super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And Nino says they need to upload this on ESPN. They not trying to hear us, Nino. They not trying to hear us out here telling the truth, man. They're not. Nah. But no, I appreciate the love, man. And, I'll say this. That's one thing about the independent creators, whether you agree with what they say or not.
Jalen get hurt?
We really try to get out here and tell the truth as we see it. And a lot of times, because we don't have the machine pushing us, we're not obligated to push the same narratives that they are. And so I think that's why we can say a lot of the things that we say without, without the fear of, well, tomorrow our show is going to be gone and, we're going to be on the breadline. You know what I mean? So thanks for the love, Nino. Definitely appreciate it. And we're going to continue to try to spit it, man. That's all we can do. But yeah, anybody else had anything to add before we go ahead and take our final calls and then get up out of here?
Oh no, man. I mean, Magic was right, bro. I mean, everything he said was a piece to that. Like, that hatred is gone. But you know what I'm saying? Like, in Magic case, like I said, it was bred to him before he got into the NBA. You know what I mean? So like, it has to start from the top. It has to start in college. There has to be some type of competitive mentality for these guys to get into the league and be competitive. On top of that, we also missed another key point. A lot of these folks are international. They don't have rivalry over there, right? So they're coming over here. Your Luka Doncic's, your Nikola Jokic's, your Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's. They don't have that competitive college basketball mentality to bring it over here.
Right.
There's nothing competitive about them. Like, man, we just go and play basketball. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't say there's nothing competitive about them. And another note, just got a $5 cash app from Sid Bubba. So appreciate you, Sid Bubba. Thank you for the shout, man. Appreciate it. Y'all's bread goes to keeping me with some decent Wi-Fi.
He trying to get that fiber, guys.
Trying to get that fiber, y'all.
Get that fiber.
I appreciate y'all support, man. Supporting the show, supporting the equipment and the little bills we have and stuff like that, and just continuing to try to make this thing better and better for y'all to keep coming out here and kicking the truth, man. But yeah, good stuff overall. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines, Transformer.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Y'all know the number, man. Scrolling on the bottom, but we're gonna put it up.
198264.
Oh, man, I took it off. There we go.
Oh, that was me. I guess I was doing it at the same time. Pause.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, let's go ahead.
Commander's getting cooked by Kenny Pickett.
Whoa. Sid Bubba, what's good, brother?
Oh, what's good, BA? What's good, Transformer?
What's good, Sid?
You.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Magic was right. And
I think so too.
And me and you gonna agree on this, Bruce. I think Magic was the greatest Laker ever.
I think so too. And that's no disrespect to anyone else, but I think so too.
That's no disrespect to anybody else. Okay, you gotta look at it this way. Kareem, he had a bad. He didn't make the playoffs in his prime one time, and I love Cat. And he's the greatest. To me, besides LeBron, him and LeBron are the greatest statistical players ever. If you look at it, well, I mean, from high school, how great Kareem is, but when you did make the playoffs in your prime, I have to kind of take that away from him. Even though Magic never won without Kareem.
That's true.
That's the argument. But Magic came in, played center, and won at age 20. think that's kind of the difference between him and Kobe. He got 3 Finals MVPs. Kareem got 2. Kobe got 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I think and a lot of people forget how good Magic was.
I think so too. I think so too.
He was the man before Mike. So even though it was him and Larry.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, don't forget the other half of it. No, I get you though. I get you.
But yeah, with that being said, I listened to him. See, my Magic, he smiled a lot, but he was a competitive devil.
Killer. That's right.
People with a smile.
People don't think so because he was always smiling. You're 100% right. But Magic wanted to kill you. Yeah.
And Magic so bad. He was so tough. Isaiah was his best friend. He would have him around to show him how it's done, to rub it in his face.
Yeah.
So Isaiah was his boy. And a lot of people forget that. Then Isaiah said, we just can't be friends no more.
Right. Isaiah said he was shocked when they played against him in the finals. He went down the lane and Magic put him down. He was like, oh, this is what we doing? Okay. Another level, you know? Yeah. Magic might be your boy, but Magic loved winning more than anything. Well, almost
Magic will beat his own kids. Magic beat his own kids. Mike let one of his boys beat him. And Mike kind of laughed and let it go. Magic will beat his own kids.
Really?
Yeah. Magic said, okay, well, and Magic will cheat.
Yeah.
Magic cheat, bro. On the Magic City games, Magic cheat. Magic said, if you ain't trying to cheat, you ain't winning.
Yeah. That's what he said to Paul Pierce. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's kind of what these new kids, they ain't too concerned about winning. They concerned about branding and how everything looks.
Correct.
So that's the problem. It's no longer no passion. It's big money. It's big bucks. Big bucks and brand.
Yeah. Trying to get that check.
So they're trying to get the paper.
No doubt.
And they don't want to. Back in the day, you take your butt whooping like a man, you got to get back up and fight. That's what they did.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you ain't no real champion. You got to get put down a couple of times, or it got to be tough getting there for you to be a real champion. So that's kind of what we miss in rivalry.
I agree.
So that's why, you're not going to have it. Because sometimes the Lakers win. The Celtics come back and win. Detroit might have to go through hell to beat Detroit. So that's kind of what we old heads miss.
Correct. No, you're 100% right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, that's about it.
All right, I appreciate you, Sid Bubba.
The thing I'll never forget what G said about the international thing when who was that? The big French dude dunked on LeBron.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't think of that guy's name. He had a ponytail. He dunked on LeBron, and
he played for Detroit, ain't he? Ain't he in Detroit?
Yeah, he was in Detroit. Yeah,
he's in Detroit now.
Yeah,
boy got a contract.
Get back at him. Yeah, we miss. I miss those days and opportunities, and you get to guys used to battle it out.
True.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate the call, Sid Bubba. Thanks so much, brother. Appreciate you always.
All right.
All right, fair. All right, we'll take maybe one more call, and then we'll get up out of here and let you guys get to enjoying your Sunday afternoon full of NFL football. And then, we'll be back tonight to wrap it up because that's what we do.
Yeah. I think, man, every time we think of competitiveness, man, it just it draws me back to Kobe. I'm like, and no pun intended, it died with Kobe, right? Kobe was that guy. Right. Like when he went into the Olympics and Paul Gasol, his teammate, he ran a play to go right through him. First play, like, bro, this is what it is. We teammates, but right now we opponents. So
Laker Nation was good, man.
And you can't talk about my Lakers and not have me call.
I knew you was gonna call, man. I knew you was gonna call.
That should be in the script. Go together, like, all right, Laker topics. Yes, Laker Nation on the phone.
Well, we already knew. We already knew what it was going to be. What you got, brother?
I think Magic hit 3 points. I think we talked about the point about the state of the game right now. Last time we spoke, Like, I just think it's sad that they just realizing now that too many threes is ruining the game. Which is like, what they've been speaking on it for the last 5 years. But the problem with it, I'm not going to blame this guy, but I'm going to say the problem with it is when the Warriors went on that streak in the 2010, where they were dominating the league, winning 70 games and all that. I think they won like 3 championships in that time frame. Everybody's like, it's a copycat league. So they was like, okay, let's start jacking up threes.
Yeah.
But it's fucking Curry and Steph and Clay.
Right. Like, you don't have those guys. You can't play like them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then it just got ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they got to switch it up.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I did. Okay, but my first point is I did tell you that the league started shifting in another direction after the Malice of the Palace, and you and Transformer didn't agree with me at the time. I said the exact same thing he said. Like, the league, like that physicality part, the rivalries and everything, like that was the norm. Then the Malice of the Palace happened on national TV, and it kind of makes sponsors look at it a little different. And then they kind of panicked and tried to go to like a PG format and all that, and kind of slowly went downhill. Another thing that I think that's hurting the NBA game is the lack of college hoops.
Yeah, I agree.
Because back in the day, before the draft hit, you knew who the top guys were. They had their rivals in college, and that was coming in. That kind of died down with the with the one and done era. And then now with the G League expanding, it's hard to keep those guys in college, which is what's benefiting all the other sports like NFL, especially baseball and all that. You got that college again.
No,
I don't think it's ever going to, even with the NIL, it's not going to help men's basketball.
So it's
at this point.
So yeah, you're right. In terms of guys not staying in college as long. And
well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Why would you stay in college if you can make a guaranteed $120,000 in the G League, play a year, and then go to the league right after that and get a $12 million contract? Why would you go to college?
Right. No, I hear you. But you would think maybe on the flip side of it, and everything has two sides, but maybe you would think that now that guys can legitimately get paid in college, that they'll stay longer. But it makes it even worse because now guys are getting paid. What coach is going to be able to tell them anything when they're already a millionaire? So at the end of the day, you still can't coach guys hard, and I think that's the problem. But
Bruce, NILs right now are not guaranteed. You sign that G League contract, that is guaranteed money. I'm talking about basketball. Then,
yeah.
The way these kids think nowadays, it's hard. It's like basketball's never going to go back to where it was. Never.
Yeah, I think it's a foregone conclusion.
No, I think so too.
So it's going to take some really brainstorming. It's going to take about 10 to 15 years to fix it. That's just my opinion. But because business moves like a turtle, it doesn't move fast. Business moves like a turtle.
Yeah, you might be right.
But this will be my last point, and I'll let you guys go.
Okay.
Somebody else can call. The only thing that I feel like right now that could boost the ratings back is the rivalry. Like, it's getting the storylines back in there. Like, that's the only thing I can feel like that can fix it. Just like the NFL, we just talked about it. The Ravens Steelers rivalry. They had it on a Saturday, prime time. Everybody was watching. That's what the NBA got to get to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
even when the Lakers and Celtics play, it's not like it used to be.
Yeah. Like that used to be the game you want to watch it. Like, nah, bro, them boys about to go ham. Somebody about to drop 30. Somebody about to get an elbow. Like it was.
I mean, great. Also, I wonder, just from a psychological standpoint, like, what is the mindset of these players of these kids when they about to get ready for games? Like, are they like, do they have rituals and routines that they do? Like, what do they do before the game to get amped up?
I think they do, but so here's the deal, right? So here's the deal, though, right?
That phone, bro. It's the phone.
When we were coming up, right? Maybe we listen to MOP before the game, and they listening to Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
do you love me?
Oh no, right? We on some 80 up, right? We on MOP and Shook Ones and all that. And they,
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, right?
Society on the whole is just,
Michael Myers thing.
I know, right? Society on the whole is just softer. Ain't nothing really you can do about. I don't know, man. They're just different, man. Just different, and we gotta, to some degree, accept that. But it's hard. It's hard when accepting that means accepting that the things you love, the products you have enjoyed, are going to be inferior. But I don't know what else you can do.
I mean, even back in the day, like through the locker rooms, like it was kind of like lighthearted. Guys were joking around, but they were locked in. You know, like besides like a guy like Kobe, I don't think he's gonna be joking around with his teammates before the game. And like people know, like if he ain't talking to you, it's like, oh shit, what's going on, man?
Right.
He about to go off. Just give him the ball. It's like. I don't know what you said. Like pregame, it's more like you see with Anthony Davis and LeBron how they act. That's how they act all the first time. Who's they playing? Like they in there cracking jokes, watching Ohio State scores and shit. Telling John Connect, "Oh look, man, we up 21-0 Tennessee, dog." It's like I think that's what's going on in the locker rooms now. And except for the Grizzlies when they're about to play the Lakers, and like we're gonna bust that old ass in your head talking all that shit.
Right.
I got Shannon on the sideline. We're gonna get that. Besides that, but I think that's what we need more. You know, but the league is getting soft. You see most people getting checked. You see the towel boys they tearing up the towel boys from wiping sweat off the floors now in the NBA, and you know you in competition stare down your opponent, you getting the technical. Like they making the game soft. So
yeah. But no, man, that was some great takes, man. But we got a couple of callers that's lined up. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, brother. We appreciate the call as always, my guy.
I see you, Transformer, kicking me off the line.
No, the phone is ringing off the hook, brother.
Yeah, we got a couple lined up, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Go Lakers, baby.
Yeah, in 2 years when what's the name gone.
Oh man!
Yes,
all right, brother.
sir.
You're cool, man. Thank you for the call, Laker
Ready
Nation.
was a hitter.
All right,
Shook Ones. I said pick a song, Bruce. You know,
man, all right, man. I'm stuck, man. I got those three, man.
Snow Goons, like Jesus.
Yeah, man. Bangers. All right, Nino. First, Nino. Call me back, Nino. We waiting for you. Nino, call. After Nino, Bruce, you call in, and that'll be it for the day, yo. There we go. Nino, what's good, brother?
What's going on, man? I need some education from y'all today, bro.
All right, let these farm brothers here educate you. What you got?
Was MJ? We talked about the face of the league.
Yes, sir.
Bron was a solo face of the league like MJ until he wasn't.
Right.
So was MJ the only solo player face of the league throughout his career? Because if you think you got Magic, but then you got Larry, right?
Yeah, it was Magic and
Kobe,
Larry. Yeah.
But Kobe wasn't our face of the league until it was a debate. I'm gonna see if y'all know who was our face. Most of the people face of the league. So we just realized Kobe just his play. He's so great. Who was the face of the league during Kobe era?
Oh,
I say before Kobe.
Before Kobe's era?
No, he's doing Kobe era, but I would say before Kobe, he had the, like y'all say, the carry impact during Bron era. He had the carry impact.
The Curry impact. That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
AI.
Yep.
AI.
Yep.
And so Bron was the face of the league. They had him coming up, but then they like, damn, he got Steph and KD. So was MJ the solo player during his era face of the league? Because I don't know who.
Yeah, I think so. Once he took it over from Magic and Larry, he was the guy until he was done. Yes, I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay, because it's a Pistons, but that's a team though.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were the bad boy Pistons. It wasn't Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
There were
MJ versus Isaiah. Yeah.
Right. There were other really good players out there, but no one. Yeah, nobody was the face of the league like Mike was. That wasn't going. Yeah, it was Mike until he was done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and then I got a lot of issues with the league, but I don't think it's more so the players' fault. We got analytics. I don't know why everybody keep trying to blame Bron. After Melo said what he said, it should be a foregone conclusion. When you got a guy that, I don't know if he played basketball or not, but he's not even a coach.
Oh, Daryl Morey.
He's telling Melo,
yeah.
He don't want Melo to shoot. Do y'all know Melo one of the greatest mid-range shooters I ever seen?
Oh yeah, no question about it. Question about it. But Daryl Morey somehow he fooled that organization into buying into all that them numbers crap. But I'll say this: part of the reason we want to blame Bron, and it's not all on him, but there's too much in terms of the league going down that coincided with his rise, and like that's just a really weird situation. Oh, touchdown, Kyron the Siren.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
Yeah, he just ran one in against the Jets. Go Irish.
That's
but yeah,
there's some.
No, Nino. There's it's odd that the league starting to go downwards coincides with LeBron's rise, and it's not just that. It's that, and then all the stuff that came along with him, the quote unquote player empowerment, which I like to call the player empowerment. It's so all of that stuff, man. It's just yeah. Go ahead.
I agree with that. I'm just saying they talking about the style of play. I'm like, why would I'm just saying the style of play. I agree with the player empowerment. I give y'all that. But why would what's Bron? We can all agree Bron worst attribute. He's a 3-pointer. Why would he want the league to be a 3-point? He even said it on the podcast. Why would he want the league to be a 3-point shooting league? He can't keep up with them guys. That's what we seeing now. He can't.
Right. I don't know.
When you got a guy in a suit telling one of our greats, I see that he don't want him to take mid-range shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's next level.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, but one thing I can say, LeBron he's very thoughtful and he's very self-serving. So if he said he wants the league to be a 3-point league, there's a reason why he wants that, and it will benefit him. So there's certainly a reason, because he's not going to say anything that's not going to benefit him. We know this now. We know that.
No, bro said he doesn't want it to be a 3-point.
Oh, he doesn't.
Okay. He said when JJ was on the podcast, he said he feel like he's not putting pressure on the defense because they were telling him last year. They don't know if he lying or not, because I don't know who would say this.
Oh, is that when he was like, get the hell out of here with all them analytics?
Yeah, they said they wanted Bron to take 10 threes a game. I'm like, who would take it? Who would tell Bron that?
Good question.
That's not and then, but I say one thing I think we missed on the league. I'm gonna see what y'all think about this. Is the pace. When I watch a lot of old games, the point guard will walk it up. Even when I played point, on the high school level, nothing major.
Right.
But the coach say walk it up, get the play, power the play, set it up. When I go to the game now, the point, as soon as the ball come out the net, they running down the slope like
so. There's
full speed.
There's two reasons for that. One, it's if you do that, it equals more possessions and theoretically more points, which is what people want to see. They think it's exciting and people want to see that. 2, when you don't have bigs that have to get down there and get set up in the post like it was when we were younger, you can play at a faster pace, right? So think about it. How many of the truly great bigs could really run up and down like that constantly? David Robinson, Dream,
Young Shaq.
But even then, they still would walk it up sometimes. So, but I get your point though. When you're playing with traditional back to the basket bigs, they got to get down there, they got to get set up, they got to get positioned before you can get the ball into them with a post entry. So I think that has a lot to do with it. The fact that they're not playing that way anymore. Oh, this is about to be pick 6. Yep, to the house. But yeah,
So
I think that's what
phase the big man out, because I'm an average big man that's not like Giannis, a real big man.
Mm-hmm.
Big man, he's not gonna be able to keep up with that. I'm talking about soon as every possession, they running down the floor with the ball.
Yeah. Again, more points, more numbers, more scoring. They think that's what people want to see. And that way, also, when you do that, you can't get exposed defensively against a good defensive team, right? You negate the ability for a good defensive team to get set up and get into their defensive sets and try and stop you.
Yeah.
By pushing the rock, by pushing the tempo. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's not the same thing, but a similar thing in football, right? If I'm running that tempo, hurry up offense, right? That no huddle, I can't get my substitutions in, and now I got to make the defensive calls on the fly. It's a lot more difficult to deal with.
But some teams go in a no huddle. What college do it's a no huddle phase, but in the league it's a 2-minute drill. I think we need NBA probably do need that balance to slow down and call a play.
I agree. But think about that too, though, right? If you go faster, you don't need as much basketball IQ, right? Because if you're pushing the rock, everything is fast. You don't need to be able to dissect the defense the same way. You don't need to get in and out of plays and run, actually run real sets. Everything is either push the rock or high screen and roll or shoot a 3, right? So it limits the actual amount of basketball IQ you need to be able to execute consistently in the half court. So that's another thing. And what did we just finish talking about? Guys not playing as long in college and guys not being coached to the same level as they were in the past. So their understanding of the game is not necessarily where it should be. So all these things, I think, come into it. But yo, Nino, we got to go, man. We got one more call to take before we get up out of here. You have anything you want to say to close it out?
Oh, no, man. Y'all love the show, man.
I appreciate you, Nino, man. Absolutely. Definitely appreciate your support always, man. We love having you as a listener and a viewer, man. Thank you for calling, and thank you for your donation. All right, brother. Have a good one. All right, Bruce from B-More, Baltimore Vice Mayor, man. Give us a call. You'll be the last one for the day, man. Give us a call. We're waiting for you. Man, Nino always make me think, man. He be making me really go to the well on his calls, man.
Hey, man, he said educate. He came in and was like, educate me real quick. Like, oh,
sure. He be educating me with these questions. Yeah. No doubt. All right, let's get this call from Bruce, and then we out of here.
Saquon, what y'all think about the time?
What's up, brother? What time?
This time slot right here.
Not bad. We can discuss it offline.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, let's get this call from Bruce. Bruce, what's good, man?
What the fuck it is, Donnie?
We're not stupid.
Well, you just had to pick LeBron. You just had to pick LeBron in the mix, far as the NBA failing. He just had to be a part of it, huh?
Yeah, he had to be a part of it. We can't act like he don't play a role in that. Absolutely.
I wasn't even going to call it. You said that. You gave me a talking point. See, you started it, Bruce.
No doubt, Bruce.
I was going to be quiet. You just had to blame LeBron. You just had to put him in the mix of the failing of the NBA. And why is that? You know that's not true.
Nah,
you know why the NBA failing? Because we got an incompetent commissioner.
Oh, that's a big part of it. Oh, that's a huge part of it.
That is why the NBA is failing.
I don't disagree. But to say that LeBron don't play a role, nah, he does.
Yeah, he let the NBA run the asylum. That's why the NBA is failing.
Yeah, but who's what's an analogy? Who's Adebisi in this asylum, right? Who is it?
Oh, LeBron Adebisi.
He's the king inmate.
Hold on. So what blame does the player union have to do with how the game being played?
Oh, they do too. They do. No. In all seriousness, like I go at LeBron, but I can absolutely admit that he's not the only reason why we're having difficulties in the game. He's part of it. He's a big part of it. The organizations are a big part of it as well. With all this analytics crap and shooting all these threes and them pushing load management on the players, etc. So there's a lot of factors to it, man. LeBron is a part, but he's not the only part. So you're 100% right. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Just in general, before Jordan he got drafted, who was considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time? Was that even a GOAT before Jordan?
I don't think there was like GOAT discussions back then, right? People never really talked about it like that.
Right. Was there no GOAT discussion prior to Jordan?
So let me say, Jordan got drafted in '84, man. I was 6 years old. I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, we historians, we go back and look at stuff.
But I don't really recollect too much of hearing real GOAT discussions. But like the only thing you hear now is you hear from the older guys who've been around like before us. When they hear us talking about it, there's they'll be like, boy, you don't know how great Oscar Robertson was, or you don't know how great Wilt was, so or Kareem. So I mean, I don't think they really discussed it like that, but when they hear us talking about it, they tell us, how great those guys were from their era. So I mean, I can't really go much further than that. But I don't recollect ever having read about or heard about any type of so-called GOAT debate, right?
And another reason why the NBA is failing, because everybody too buddy.
Yeah, that's a fact. Ooh, Jonathan Taylor to the house. My bad.
Oh, you didn't hear me?
Nah. I just seen it on my phone. Yeah, that's my guy right there. But yeah, my bad.
Too buddy. Guys, too buddy. Let me speak on the stories that I had from back in the day.
Okay.
Hey, me and Boo, we used to play street ball. We couldn't, even if we lived at the bottom of the project, and we used to always play against the top of the project.
Okay.
We couldn't stand no motherfuckers. There's no hatred. Like we couldn't stand like certain motherfuckers. We didn't like them bitches. You know what I mean? It was like the AAU game fucked the game up because everybody buddy knowing each other for years prior to making the league.
Right.
Yeah, like it's no hatred. Like Magic said, there's no hatred. We didn't. The last two teams I would say that truly hated each other was them Cleveland teams against Boston.
Yeah,
they did not like each other at all.
Yeah, I agree.
LeBron first stint in Cleveland. That was pure hatred. That was hatred.
It definitely was.
Like I was getting ready to say, yeah, man, Bruce, man, leave LeBron alone, man. LeBron ain't got nothing to do with ball failing in the NBA. Even though he abuses his power, and whichever team he goes through, he abuses his power every time.
I agree.
He just can't. He ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
He does. He's just not the only reason. So, like, I can agree with you.
Bruce, if you was the NBA commissioner, for 1 year, you had 1 year to change the outlook and the trajectory of the NBA. What 3 executive orders you would sign?
3?
Give me 3 executive orders you would sign to change the NBA around.
So I know I would allow some level of fit. I bring back the hand check. That's one. I bring back the hand check. So you do that. So it's gonna force offensive players to get better, and it's gonna allow defense to actually be able to be played. So I bring back the hand check. I limit the number of 3-point attempts taken per game.
I say, how you gonna do that?
I cap it at 20. No, you get somebody's got to count it the way other people count stuff, right? Same way they count fouls and all that. So I cap it at. I'm just gonna use it. I cap it at 30. Okay. I cap it at 30 because you got a whole bunch of teams now saying they are actively trying to get 40 or more 3-point shots up per game. So I cap it at 30, maybe even 25, but I definitely cap the number of 3-pointers taken because when you do that, sorry, go on.
So if they go over the cap, they get penalized.
No. If they go over the cap, then it doesn't count as 3. It counts as 2 again.
Oh, I got you.
So you shoot it from wherever you want, but after that, when you run out of them, it's only 2. So what does that do? What does that do? Now it forces you to get back to the mid-range, and it forces guys to learn how to play the post again, and it forces teams to learn how to play differently again. So what do we got? We cap the 3-point shots. we bring back the hand check, and we start enforcing travel and carry again. And those three things I think would help get the game back to a much more manageable place, and it would reinvigorate competition, and it would force coaches and organizations to be more creative in their offensive sets and the way they play the game. So I think that's what I would do.
Damn, man, look, hey, Bruce, let me say this before I get out the home. But the sad thing is, it will never change because social media is soft. Everything is just different now. Evolution. Everything is free.
Yeah.
Everything is be free, be equal. You know what I mean? It was a whole different damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, back in the day, we were listening to Mobb Deep and Wu-Tang for the game, and everybody listening to Lil Uzi Vert painting their nails. With the free how people dressing. It is a whole different order. And it's embarrassing, man. The game is trash.
Yeah.
Everybody switching out on defense. Ain't nobody locking their man up. Everybody switch. It's just too much, man. It just it's bad, man. It's just I don't even watch NBA. I try to watch the championship tournament, the Bucks versus the when I fell asleep when it just can't. It just don't draw you in like it used to, like some Sunday games to come on NBC.
Yeah.
It just don't.
No, that's a fact, man. I used to live for basketball, live for it. But it's just
on the weekend.
It's different.
Those Knicks Bulls rivalries on NBC. The things that might come out with the Chicago Bulls theme music.
Hell yeah.
You know, it ain't got that no more. So I guess we gotta accept for what it is, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, man. I'll catch up with y'all boys.
Hey man, appreciate
Bruce,
yeah, what's up, Bruce?
Let me say this. I like the Sunday 11 o'clock show. I like that. I like that vibe.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that. We might we gonna talk about that.
I like the Saturday night. I like the 11 o'clock before the 2 hours before the game.
Before the 1 o'clock games, yeah. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, we definitely we were actually just talking about considering making this a permanent thing. We'll see what we do. I appreciate the feedback on that though.
All right, Chet.
All right, brother. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, put that in the chat, y'all. Did y'all like this 11 o'clock spot? Early in the morning, right before we kick off the football games?
Yeah.
Honestly, that might be a good time to do the pick 'em. Like, you right here? Well, no, because
no, we got
Thursday night game.
Yeah,
because the Thursday night game. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good slot.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, y'all. So we're gonna leave it right there, man. Another good show, man. That just under 3, not bad. Some good stuff here, man. I appreciate everybody who was here with us. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the listening. Appreciate the calls. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the way out. Appreciate anybody who donated. And remember, if you want to become a member of the channel, man, please do that because that's going to be beneficial down the line.
Hey, shout out Alja Morris. You will not go without being presented to the front. Appreciate the $2 chat.
Oh, appreciate you, Asia Morris. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
UConn versus USC last night was way more exciting. It was a game. It was definitely a game. It was definitely a game. Come on, man. Throw the football. I'm over here. I'm locked in screen. Got my fantasy teams looking like crap. Come on now. It's the playoffs. Freaking playoffs, man. I need to win.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. But we are out. Y'all have a great one. If we don't get back on, if I don't get back on before the holidays, man, happy holidays to you and your families. We appreciate y'all, everything you do, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Enjoy it. And we'll be back when we get back. But I'll probably end up whenever we're going to go, I'm going to try to put out a community post first so you guys know. All right. Yeah. So y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your games. Oh, yeah. Shoot. We'll be back tonight.
We'll be back
to do the wrap up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do y'all think about that, too? Like, do y'all like the wrap ups Sunday night or Monday night after the Monday Night Football?
Monday Night Football. Yeah. So think about that, man. Yeah. We work hard for y'all entertainment dollar. So, yeah, let us know on that. And we will try to we'll talk about it and try to take your thoughts into consideration. But, yep, for now, have a good one, man. We out. Peace.